Morning, guys. Now be careful, we are at 1800 degrees here, so stand back. What I'm doing is I'm pulling these red hot pots out of the kiln and putting them into sawdust. Now, roughly translated, Raku, R-A-K-U, means happiness or joy. There's no direct translation. But I pull these pots out with tongs and put them in the sawdust. And what happens is, the green pots that you see me put in here will flash copper colors, like orange and red and purple. And these white ones that you see will get crackles in them, and they'll be black. The clay body will turn black. Now the history behind it is pretty interesting. It starts off in about the 16th century in Japan. The Japanese emperor wanted ceremonial teacups for his Buddhist tea ceremonies. And he discovered that the Koreans had a better technique than he had. So he had his minions kidnap a Korean potter. And him and his son became the emperor's potters for his tea ceremony. Now, from there, they just used it as a tea ceremony for 500 or 600 years, and then in the early 50s, there was two men, Bernard Leach and Soji Hamada, who toured America and went to the different universities and talked about Raku. Now, one person who saw one of these demonstrations at UC Berkeley was Paul Soltner. Paul Soltner is what people call the father of American Raku. He read Bernard Leach's book about Raku and decided to put his own twist in it. Now the Japanese and the Koreans, they only pulled their pots out and let them cool on the ground. They did not put them in sawdust. And what Paul Soltner discovered is if you roll these pots in leaves or straw, paper, I'm using wood shavings from a furniture studio, then the colors, the copper clay that you use, any type of minerals that are in the clay, will actually flash different colors. So this one right here in my hand, once it's fired, will be green. And then when I take it out of this kiln, it'll be green because it has copper. And once I take it out of here and put it into here, parts of it will flash orange and red and purple because of the atmosphere that's going on inside the kiln. So I put my lid back on. And I turn my gas back on. It takes about 20 minutes to a half an hour to heat these pots up to 1800 degrees. Now, what you see on the top of this kiln is the lid, and this white material, which is kind of like the padding in your winter jacket, is actually spun ceramic fiber. And it has the ability to withstand temperatures up to 2,000, 3,000, 3,500 degrees. And if it's doubled up, it can be 2,300 degrees in here, and I can touch the outside with my hand. It's an amazing product. So these will sit in here for about 20 minutes. I'll gradually turn the heat up so they don't explode. And these, just to give you an idea, it's very smoky. Now these pots, alright, so, just to give you an idea, they should stay in here a little longer, but I'll just show you what they look like. Let's see what I'm doing. You see the crackles? Yeah. Did you see me blowing on these when I pulled it out of here? So, the glaze is actually molten when I pull them out of here, and when I blow on them, they cool, and they shrink, so they crack. And the clay body that used to be white is now black because of the smoke in the the smoldering flame in here. Now, this copper one, burst into flames. Once I scrub this, you'll see copper flashing of orange and red and purple. We're going to put them back in there for a little longer. A little too hot. Now it's not all fun and games. There is pottery for sale back there. There's